welcome back to our YouTube channel. After so long time I have been meeting you all. You know that I have created a separate video series on stock market. If you watched in the last video, I have explained about the basics of stock market. I explained what is market exactly and what is financial market. Financial markets are classified into three types: commodities market, currency market and stock market. And I explained these three types of market in detail in the last class. In today's video, I thought of explaining 10 commandments for the beginners who are going to start their career, and I feel these 10 commandments will be highly effective and useful in their trading life in the beginning, especially in the beginning. So, my dear student friends, shall we start? So, the first commandment out of 10 commandments is don't open a demat account until you get proper knowledge. Yes, when we are ready to spend 20 to 21 years in education to expect a very good job, why can't you spend at least 2 years to learn the basics of stock market trading before you start trading? Remember one thing: if there is no learning, there is no earning. There is an equation: education plus experience gives you success in trading. So, first learn to earn. This is the first very important commandment. Don't open the trading account, a demat account, until you get proper knowledge. In the beginning, I have seen so many who are enthusiastic in the beginning. With this enthusiasm, they open a demat account and start trading without any proper knowledge. This is the very important reason why people lose money. So don't ever open a demat account until you get a confidence in your knowledge. Okay, don't open a demat account. Coming to the second one, second commandment: always start it with equity first. After opening a demat account, once you are confident with your knowledge base, you create a demat account with some or the other broker. But normally majority commit mistake that they don't start trading with equity. They straight away jump into futures and options and lose lakhs together money. This is the mistake majority will do. I have seen personally so many will do such kind of mistake. What is equity, what is futures and options will be discussed in my YouTube videos in subsequent video series. But right now try to understand, this is the second very important commandment after opening a demat account. Never ever jump into futures and options without any proper knowledge. You will lose lakhs together for sure. Start it with equity. What is equity? In short, it is a cash market where you buy certain amount of shares, one share, two share, three shares. Okay, you buy a less quantity of shares first. Again, don't buy 200 shares or 300 shares taking the margin from the brokers. Brokers will no doubt give you margin, but don't take margin in the beginning. You invest your own hard-earned money, then only you will understand the pain. Start it with equity. Again, start it with less quantity of shares. This is very important. Second commandment. Okay, my dear student friends. Next, third important commandment is very interesting. This is very interesting commandment, my dear. Don't fall in love with any stock. Yes, people fall into love with stock. They buy their own favorite company's stock. For example, Maruti. I like Maruti. And the moment when I purchased that particular company's share, it starts falling. I buy one more Maruti company share. Again, it falls down. I fall in love with that particular company. even though the stock is falling, I fall in love with that particular stock. I never come out from that stock. This is the mistake majority are doing. Don't fall in love with any stock. Don't be emotional with any particular stock. It is just a share. When you invest in a particular share, and if the share is not going according to your expectations, if it is going against to your expectation, immediately you have to realize that you have committed a mistake and come out from that share mercilessly. Don't fall into love. So this is very important mistake majority are doing. Don't fall in love with any particular company, however good the brand is, Maruti, ITC or Colgate, whichever company, brand might be really good. You might be liking that particular brand, you might be liking that particular product, you might be buying that particular product, but buying a product is different, buying a share is different. When you buy a product, you are consuming that product. When you are buying a share of that particular company, then you are investing. Investor is different and consumer is different. Think differently from consumer point of view and investor point of view. You fall in love with a particular brand, Maruti company for example. If you buy a car, you buy Maruti company only. If I buy ITC company products only. But if I buy, I need to be very important in shares. As an investor, I should never ever fall in love. Okay, so this is the third very important commandment. Next, fourth important commandment is check your broker. Checking broker? How? Of course, I know who is my broker because I have opened a demat account with a particular broker. Obviously, I might be knowing from where I have opened a demat account. For example, I have opened a demat account with Zerodha. I know who is my broker. Zerodha is my broker. Or Abstracts. Who is my broker? I know Abstracts is my broker. Of course, correct. But majority don't know this. Surprising. It is surprising. Majority don't know. They just trade without knowing from which brokerage they are trading. They just take their mobile and buy and sell shares, but they don't know from which brokerage house they are doing. They are buying and selling. Always check your broker. Be smart always. Don't be negligent. You should be knowing which broker from where you are trading. Okay. First very important thing you have to keep in your mind is contract note. Okay, check your registered mail whether the contract note is mailed or no. Okay, and then second one is after buying a particular share, did you receive a official message from NSE or BSE? If you buy a share from NSE, the message will come to your registered mobile number from NSE. If you buy a share from BSE, the message come from BSE to your registered mobile. And once you sell share, the message will come from either CDSL or NSDL. What is CDSL? What is NSDL? These two are depository participants. What is depository participants? A separate video is made. It is available in my YouTube channel. You can watch in your free time. The link will be appearing here. You can either click the link here or the link you can find in the description. You can click there and watch what exactly depository participant is. These two are depository participants, NSDL and CDSL. Once you buy shares, either it goes to NSDL or CDSL. Okay, you need to check shares in either NSDL or CDSL. That is the security, that is the proof. You have to check your shares. Okay, anyhow you can find shares in broker that is not correct, that is not secured. You have to see shares in either CDSL or NSDL. Okay, once you sell shares, the official message will come to your registered mobile number from CDSL or NSDL. This is the proof that you have opened the demat account with genuine broker. Sometimes what happens, you open an account, demat account with a demat particular broker, but you will not receive any contract note from broker, you will not receive any official message from NSE or BSE, you will not receive any message from either NSDL or CDSL. In that case, broker is cheating you. He has opened a demat account in your name, but he actually cheated you. The shares will not appear in either CDSL or NSDL. In that case, broker is cheating you. Try to understand. Okay, there will be so many pitfalls, my dear friends. You need to understand all these in the beginning of the trading career. Just buying and selling share is not enough. Okay, so this is the fourth very important commandment. Check your broker, check your contract note, check your NSDL or CDSL. Okay. Next, fifth important commandment is consider it as business, not as gambling. Trading is a business. It is just like any other profession or a business. Okay, it is a much more than business. First of all, much convenient business than compared to the traditional business. In the lockdown period, all shops are closed, production factories are closed, all retail, wholesale shops, everything is closed, cinema halls are closed. But is NSE closed? Is BSE closed? No. Trading will not be closed. Okay, during any lockdown, trading will continue. Okay, so trading is a much convenient business. If you do any particular business, or your neighbors know what business you are doing, because you have to buy some material, store and sell, you have to contact with a particular person and employ some workers. This is called a traditional business. Gone are those days where people are liking the traditional business. Without doing this traditional business, is it convenient for you to do a business in stock market? So consider this as a business. Majority don't take it as a business, take it as a business and profession. They take it as a gambling. They do gambling, speculation and lose money. Okay, so take it as a business. Okay, and be disciplined first and maintain a file. Whatever transaction you do, create a file, take a printout of contract note, take a printout of all the messages and file it, and create an Excel file, and whichever transaction you have done, enter in the Excel. If you don't record any transaction, then it is not called a trade. If you don't record any transaction or any trade, it is not called a trade at all. Okay, so consider this as a business, as a profession. Okay. Next, sixth important commandment is know your risk appetite. Knowing risk is very important. Each individual investor has their own risk bearing capacity. There are two types of investors: aggressive investors and conservative investors. As far as my personal risk appetite is concerned, I am a conservative risk taker. I don't take much risk. I am not aggressive investor. You might be aggressive investor or I might be conservative investor. First try to understand what is your nature. Okay, according to your risk appetite, take the trading. If I can take 1% risk, I don't take 2% risk involved in a particular trade. If you can take 2% risk, you can take 2% risk involved in a particular trade, because each trade consists of its own risk. First try to understand your risk before understanding the return. This is the mistake majority are committing. They first try to guess what return they are going to generate soon after investing in a particular share. How much return I want, 2% or 3% or 5%. My dear, forget return. First try to understand what is the risk involved. That is very important. Okay, so this is the very important commandment, sixth important commandment. Know your risk appetite. Next, Seventh important commandment is starting it with as low capital as possible. Yes, you need to start trading career with as low capital as possible. But majority invest lakhs together and lose thousands together. It's quite logical. When you invest 10,000 rupees, if you lose 2% out of it, how much you are going to lose? 200. If you invest 1000 rupees instead of 10,000 rupees and same 2% you are going to lose, how much you are going to lose? Just 20 rupees. Is losing 20 rupees better or 200 rupees better? Losing 20 rupees is much better. So it is quite logical that starting with 1000 rupees capital is much reasonable than compared to starting with 10,000 rupees. Of course, each one has their own capacity. According to their capacity, 10,000 might be very less. They might start it with 10,000 rupees. For me, 10,000 is very huge capital. Okay, I started with 1000 rupees. Okay, according to your capacity, you start with as low capital as possible. Okay, so this is the seventh very important commandment. Started with as low capital as possible. Next, eighth important commandment. Percentage matters, not amount of money. Majority commit this mistake. Beginners want lakhs together without proper understanding. They invest thousands and expect lakhs. Is it logical? Impossible. When you do business, if you invest 10,000 rupees, you want 2% return out of it. This is logical. But when it comes to stock market, you become illogical. You invest 10,000 rupees and expect 10 lakh rupees. How is it possible? Okay, so always have some logical mind. Okay, right? So percentage matters. Here percentage matters, not the amount of money. Don't run behind the amount of money. Percentage matters. I earned 100 rupees. Okay, but how much percentage it is in my investment? It amounts for 5%. So 5% on my investment, is it less? If I invest in fixed deposit, I get 5% return after 1 year, but I got 5% within few days, 3-4 days, or maximum 1 week or 1.5 week. I got 5% return. If I invest more, instead of 100 rupees, I may get 1000 rupees. The 5%, that matters. That's all. This is my investment strategy. Okay. If I invest in a risk-free asset, that is fixed deposit, in order to get 5% return, I need to wait for 1 year. Wherein stock market, within few days or weeks, I am able to get 5%. So percentage matters, not amount of money. Right? So don't run behind the amount. Try to understand how much percentage you are going to get as a return. That's very important. Next, ninth important commandment is don't be over smart. Market is much smarter than you. In stock market, neither me nor you are smart. Market is much smarter than compared to anyone. Consider market as guru, or respect it and follow the trend, then it becomes friend and you will get a lot of money. So this is very important. Majority stick on to their ego. Ego comes here in the matter of investments in stock market, and they lose a lot of money because of this ego. For example, I have selected a particular stock with my own research and analysis and bought a particular stock at a particular price level. Soon after buying a stock at a particular price level, it starts falling. My ego will not accept that I have committed a mistake. I will never accept it. It falls down. Again it falls down. I will not accept my mistake. Of course, it is falling now. No doubt it will increase. Instead of coming out of from that particular stock, I buy some more quantity of shares of the same company stock. Okay, again it falls down, I don't accept. I see my portfolio 5% loss. I see my portfolio 10% loss. I just bear this loss. Okay, and I realize after losing 15% or 20% of my capital, I realize and come out from the market and curse market. This is what happens. Ego is dominating everyone. Okay, according to a survey conducted in America, Alexander Elder said majority of men has this ego problem. Majority of men has this ego problem than compared to women. Women don't have ego problem. Men has this ego problem. So keep aside all your ego. Try to understand whenever your analysis or research has proven wrong. Accept your mistake, because we are human beings. We can't be right at all the time. Sometimes we might be wrong. Okay, accept your failure, accept your mistake in your analysis. Okay, and then come out from that. So this is a very important commandment. Okay, this is ninth very important commandment. And the last one, 10th commandment is don't fall in Maya. This is very important commandment. It is share bazaar. No, it is Maya bazaar. Okay, everything is Maya. Everything is illusion for a beginner, especially. When you get experience, then you will come out from the Maya. But when you are a beginner, you will fall in Maya, no doubt about that, because share bazaar is Maya bazaar. Okay, first and foremost, when you start your trading career, some calls will come from some brokers. Okay, stating that they will give some calls. Don't accept any calls. Okay, and some YouTube channels also may probe you to subscribe to their particular YouTube channel and register, so that they will give you some calls. So when you fall under this trap, then naturally your mind stop working. Brokers also will mislead you. I told you to start it with equity first, and I have told you to start with as less capital as possible, and try to understand your risk appetite. All these things will be vanished from your mind, because this is Maya. Okay, you will experience this. Brokers will mislead you first. They will suggest you why to invest in share, how much return you are going to get, 100 rupees, 200 rupees, that's all. Is it enough? You invest in futures, you invest in options, so you will get lakhs together, and majority will fall in this trap. They invest in futures and options and lost their money like anything. They lost in lakhs. Okay, so this is called Maya. Okay, and they subscribe for some YouTube channel or register with some brokers, and whichever call they suggest, buy call or sell call, blindly they follow those calls. Okay, don't follow any calls of any brokers or any YouTube channel experts, because no one are experts. I told you, market is much smarter than anyone else. Okay, in future if I suggest you to buy any particular share at particular price, don't believe blindly. Do your own research and analysis. If it is okay for you, if you are accepted, then proceed, or else reject even my decision, my suggestion. Okay, so this is very important commandment, last commandment. Okay, share bazaar is actually a Maya bazaar. Don't fall in Maya. Okay, this is very important. If you fall in Maya, all the 9 commandments what I told will be vanished within a second from your mind. This is very important commandment. 10th commandment, what is that? Don't fall in Maya. Okay, so my dear friends, these are 10 commandments which you have to follow rigorously and strictly. Okay, the beginners have to follow these commandments as strictly as possible. And I have decided to create a Telegram group from 11th June onwards. The like-minded people can join my Telegram group. I told neither I am expert nor you are expert. Market is expert. Market is smarter than anyone else. Okay, neither I am smart or you are smart. We all are learning together. I wanted to create a community through this Telegram group. I am taking the initiation to create this Telegram group. So 11th of June I am going to create the Telegram group. If you like, you can join the Telegram group, and every day we will be discussing many aspects relating to stock market. I hope you liked this video, and if you have not still subscribed to my YouTube channel, do subscribe to it, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will get the regular updates as and when I post new videos. So meet you in the next video. Bye bye.